Welcome one and all to Gaming News, the show where we talk about the latest in gaming, as well as other things other gaming outlets may not be covering. And of course, we're going to be talking about this. Let's get right into it. Kotaku has released, apparently, Rocksteady, 5-year-old Batman Arkham Knight gets new cosmetic. This apparently is coming on to a lot of different, anyone who has purchased the game basically is getting this skin. It's a very interesting skin. And yeah, that's basically it. You're going to be getting it. It's coming out, I believe, on Tuesday. That's when it's going to be coming out. Have the calendar right there. That's when you're going to be getting it. That's when you're going to be able to, try it on and check it out for yourself. Not much else has really been discussed other than that. But also, it's not going to be going to Xbox. This is a PlayStation 4 exclusive. Right here, PS4 exclusive. That's what it says here. That's what it is. And that's a freaking shame because, maybe other people would want, something like this. But yeah, it's only for PS4. This is the PS4 version of Arkham Knight, January 28th. So a lot of people are excited about that. And of course, they might be a little upset. And we're going to get to actually more on why more people should be kind of upset with PlayStation 4 or PlayStation. But we'll get to that soon enough. Next up, we're going to be going to, Phil Spencer mentioning apparently something about E3 that they're most likely going to be revealing more games or talking about it. It's kind of not really going into it. Didn't really find an article of him specifically talking about, but apparently in his Twitter account he said he went to Japan. They revealed a lot of great stuff, more games, and they have yet to come. He mentioned, like it says right here, amazing week in Japan, talking Xbox Series X at Xbox Game Pass and Project xCloud with publishers and studios. It says played, announced, and unannounced games, talked E3 2020, and discussed gaming's future. Always come away motivated by amazing creative talent here in Japan. Xbox Japan. I think this is going to be something really great. I think a lot of people, they're going to come full force at E3 and showcase everything that they have. They've already said that they don't really have, exclusive games coming out for about a year, but that could mean that there's just a bunch of great third-party games or all these other games that are basically in the works. So we're going to see the showcase. And the reason is, everything is going to be compatible already with the Xbox. So there's really not going to be much need because there's already a lot of great games coming out for them or third-party games coming out that should keep that console busy. And why should you play on there? Well, everything's backwards compatible as well as Game Pass. I mean, it's kind of there. You're paying $10 a month for the service and you can play basically any game. And Xbox Series X is going to do 4K, 8K? Yeah. It's probably one of the best bets. But we'll see exactly what the future holds for them. Now we're going to move on to something so enticing. And that is, of course, the title. And that is Epic Game Store. The Epic Game Store has been hurting the launch of, not the launch of games. They've been people buying games. The sales of games have been driven down because of the Epic Game Store. They haven't gone up. Epic Games has put on this mirage, this fake image, telling people, no, this is going to contribute. This is going to be for the gamers. This is going to be for them. This is what we want to do. And they have not been doing that. Mainly, they've just been paying out money to all these developers who are obviously taking it, more likely, indie devs who would more likely profit from that, and saying they're getting a larger portion of it. However, there's been so much backlash because of the Epic Game Store, if you already know. So yeah, it's not really saving money for, the consumer. It's more money for the people developing it. And hey, that's fine with that, but don't lie to people saying that, we're doing this because of you, we want this because of you, when that's not really happening. And according to this article here, it's actually been hurting the gaming market for PC. Not a lot of people have been really purchasing games on PC apparently. there's been actually a decline. It says Epic Game Store is contributing to PC digital sales decline across all platforms, including Steam, according to NPD analyst Matt Piscatella. So I looked up, what exactly NPD thing is. What is this about? And it's basically has to do with sales. They look into sales and see if a game or how retail sales or how things are happening. And apparently, yeah, it's been going down. Right here, the Great Distribution Platform Wars of 2019 did not do consumer spending on PC content any favors, by the way. Priorities of enhancing consumer experience and choice and minimizing confusion were all de-emphasized in 2019, contributing to lower overall consumer spend on PC content. Yeah, there's just a lot going on. Like, there's so many problems with the Epic Store that people don't really seem to want to purchase games there. I mean, I'm sure they're still buying games there, but according to this, they're not buying enough. They're not even buying on Steam. They're kind of just backing away. Now, I don't know how the PC gaming thing is and where, how often PC games are announced or everything. I know that they come out like at E3, but that's the extent of my knowledge. I'm sure those of you who are more well informed, let me know down in the comments below exactly how this is, if any PC games have come out that you were like, oh, they just haven't been out, or they haven't been a wide release of PC games. But yeah, apparently the Epic Store has just been hurting all these sales, and that's not good because that's hurting their bottom dollar, and that could mean a huge decline. Obviously, Epic Games struck a huge amount of wealth due to Fortnite. But yeah, it seems like the Epic Game Store is an epic failure, in my opinion. If you guys think otherwise, let me know down in the comments below. And yeah, let's have a chat about that. But yeah, it's crazy what's exactly going on. Let's see, Steam has been oh no, hold on. Let's see. While the ecosystem at large suffers, Epic Game Store has been touting their own success. According to a recent report, they have netted 108 million PC customers and made over 680 million within the first year. Perhaps a clear indication that EGS is a thorn in Valve's side. Steam has been implementing new additions to the platform, including highly anticipated VR follow-up. Yeah. So I don't know what's gonna happen with them. I really have no idea if the games are gonna just, if there's gonna be less and less sales because of this. There's a lot of people, of course, that PC people that would say, oh well, I mean, look at PlayStation. You guys have your exclusive. You guys have this or whatever. And it's like PC. It's basically for everyone, except now you have that sliver where it's like, no, Epic Game Store PC, which is PC, is having their exclusives, which is hurting everyone, apparently. A lot of people are just liking everything that's happening. And we'll see exactly how it transpires this year as it continues and possibly gets worse before it gets better. And yeah, that's Epic Game Store. So let's move on to the next topic, and that is Sony, the PS5. Okay, so they're gonna have a voice integrated system in the controller. So if you don't know, so PlayStation already has something here. Has a little microphone. Well, not I guess you could say microphone, but it has a little speaker where you can hear stuff from. But now they're going to be implementing functionality for speaking, which in turn could be useful for people who, have difficulties playing with a controller, maybe voice activation or something like that. However, I wonder how intelligent that's going to be. They said it's a smart voice, but then again, a lot of things say that there's smart voices on your phones and all these other devices, even the PlayStation camera, try to voice activate stuff. But just how well is that going to be? Well, we'll have to wait and see, possibly at E3 as well, or maybe another conference as they release more information, because as of yet, we have not really heard anything about that. And it's ridiculous that this stuff isn't loading. But yeah, they said that they're going to include it. But like I said, we'll see how well this actually works. Will it actually be on there. It could be something maybe that is implemented later on a different controller. You know, things like these always come out, and sometimes it's just an attachment that you could just put. Because, I mean, I could see it as something good or maybe interacting with games, but at the same time, I don't know how well this is going to be received by a lot of people. And yeah, that's let me know what you guys, if you're interested in this. Are you actually like, hey, yeah, I want a smart voice on my controller so I can talk through it to do things? I could see in certain aspects it being good, like say you want to watch Netflix or any other app. I could see that, but only if it works right, you know. But yeah, like I said, we'll see exactly how that works out, especially when you're playing games. I can see it being very, not working that well. So yeah, I mean, look at freaking Amazon, right? With that whole thing, or even it's a whole mess. But yeah, let's move on to something else. And this is, of course, Ninja Theory. So apparently they're saying that their project, it says Dreadnought, might redefine entertainment. So apparently just like the realism of what they're doing, of what they're working on, is something that could possibly change things. An incredibly ambitious vision for sure. When the visions take place in a virtual reality environment. So they're really trying to take it to another level. And we'll see if that actually comes to fruition. Because now Ninja Theory is with Microsoft. So maybe they could be implementing some type of virtual reality. Or maybe they don't even need to make one. Maybe they can just kind of piggyback off any other one. Say, this is compatible. This is Bluetooth, whatever. It's compatible with any VR headset. It could be that easy. Or they could go the route of developing their own. Or maybe they're in the works of it. Who honestly knows? I mean, it is Microsoft at the same time. So they have an abundance of money at their disposal. But we'll see exactly, like I said, what happens with them as the time goes forward. But, I mean, if you've looked at Hellblade 2, it is, of course, looks really amazing. It's in-game. And I would just wonder how much of that we're going to get to see and actually be gameplay and not just CG. Because we all know they're, like, still to this day, which is ridiculous, they have CG trailers. Do gameplay, like I get it, but do gameplay as well. Show the gameplay. If they don't show you the gameplay, the game's not going to be that great. That's just simply my opinion on that. All right. So, yeah, let me know what you guys think about that. What do you think how they're going to be doing things? If they're actually going to change, the gaming industry or entertainment industry. Let me know down in the comments below. Next, we're moving on to this BlitzChung. I don't know if I put it in the title. I doubt it, because there's so much going on. But BlitzChung, if you don't know, he was banned, of course, from Blizzard because he said, free China and all that stuff. But apparently, he was not reached out to by Blizzard. In fact, it was just the public thing where they apologized. But they never reached out to him and formally apologized for what they did and for, the banning him or whatever. It never actually happened. And they talk about it a little bit. There's a video here of it as well. I mean, you could go ahead and do that. But yeah, it says, how do you feel about the response, Blizzard? The way in which you were punished, how did it make you feel? I'm a bit disappointed. Brett and Blizzard, yeah, a bit disappointed in Blizzard. But I mean, it's something I can understand. Like it says, to me, Blizzard is like what Hong Kong's like to me right now. Maybe it's getting worse, but do I hate it? No, I don't hate it. Let's see, have they apologized to you at all? You mean personally? Yeah, no, not really. Just from public. We appreciate someone getting in touch with us, like saying sorry, we messed up. I mean, I don't need that kind of stuff. Just, actions speak louder than words. And that's the thing. I mean, Activision Blizzard has been doing just horrible things as of late. And, from last year. And trust me, it's only going to get worse from what I'm seeing. you see there's people complaining about the whole exclusivity with PlayStation, which, if you don't mind me saying, Xbox did that first. That's how they were able to do so much with the Xbox 360. They had exclusivity to all these maps, DLCs, and stuff from Call of Duty on their console. So if you wanted to play, that's where you basically had to play. But now PlayStation is kind of doing something similar. And now you have to wonder, okay, so if they're doing something similar, should you really be upset? Well, in this day and age, everyone gets upset for everything. However, this in particular is the fact that everyone now, from a lot of platforms, a lot of games actually, are just saying, you know what, we're gonna release everything at once. Like everything is coming to each individual, like PC, Xbox, PlayStation 4, Nintendo. I don't even know if they're doing anything, but they're gonna be coming, and you're gonna be getting it. However, PlayStation still pay them a lot of money for some exclusivity, which is why they have a portion of a certain game on the PlayStation 4. And I mean, as a gamer, you have to look at it as like, okay, well, do I get it for the PS4 if I have the PS4? But if you have just an Xbox and you want to play it on the Xbox with your Xbox friends, that really sucks. I mean, but you got to see it from a lot of different point of views, and it's only going to get worse because, of course, they're going to be continuing their relationship. According to this article, Call of Duty marketing seemingly sticks with Sony in PlayStation 5 launch year. Most likely I'm not sure how long they're going to continue, but it just says they're going to be continuing for that. I think their deal was maybe for 5 years, so most likely it'll end next year. That's what I'm thinking. Or to the end of this year. Yeah, I'm thinking next year it should probably end. But since we are proud to announce PlayStation as the official partner of Call of Duty League and Call of Duty Challengers. That's pretty big. And apparently, like a lot of marketing advertisements and stuff like that, it's going to be coming from PlayStation, which means basically when you see advertisements, commercials, it should be mainly PlayStation. So you'll see the PlayStation logo and you'll see Call of Duty, which to most people it's like, oh, okay, but it's also available on Xbox, However, to other people who don't really play games or just hear about them and don't understand the concept of it and say, oh, well, I want to get my kid that, or I want to get, this person. They don't understand how things work. They're just going to see it and say, oh, this is for PlayStation. I'm only going to purchase it for PlayStation. And it's possible that it works that way for a lot of people. Some people who aren't really processing things and don't really want to process things. They just see something like, okay, I want to buy that for that. And that's it. Or is that really for PlayStation? I don't want to check it out. I'll just get it for PlayStation. Or I'll buy a PlayStation for it. Or is this coming with exclusivity rights? What's going on with this? And the thing is that for the most part, they have some exclusivities. Like I said, they have a mode specifically for PlayStation that's going to be released for PC and Xbox and everything else, whatever, coming this year in the fall once the other Call of Duty game comes out. So it's like, you can see why people would be pissed off. And I could see maybe Call of Duty being exclusive for PS4 and maybe PC. But, wow, this is really crazy. I wouldn't see why they would do that. But they could be getting a lot of backlash. They've already have from a lot of things, like I said, BlitzChung and all that stuff, even though that's, Blizzard. But, yeah, all of these are connected. There's this huge, company. So you're going to have to think, am I going to continue investing in Call of Duty if this company is still going to continue doing things like this? I mean, a lot of people don't really care. Some people just like, oh, well, I have a PlayStation, so I'll just purchase it there. Other people don't have that luxury and are going to have to kind of decide, well, what am I going to want to get? And this could be like a huge get for the PlayStation. However, it could hurt the sales on other consoles as well as on PC. So, yeah, let me know in the comments below if you even care. Do you care about this? Is this something that you just go, you look at this and you go, dude, it's not for me. No one, no one I know cares about this, or is this something that's going to be a huge game changer? Yeah, let me know down in the comments below. Yeah, any information you have on this. If you think this is going to hurt the sales, or if you think it's not, and then no one's going to care. Because I mean, the League thing, most likely they're going to be playing on PlayStation 4 controllers, and for a long time they've played on Xbox, or not even on Xbox actually, on just keyboard and mouse. So I wonder how this is going to be affecting things. So yeah, let me know in the comments below. Alright, let's move on to the next, and that is the Bethesda Blunder. Oh man, this is sad news. So apparently, it says report, Doom Eternal Battle Pass confirmed along with boosters. So when someone, apparently, it says right here, in Giant Bomb's 30-minute gameplay look at the game, near end you'll see the familiar Battle Game Pass rank, progression. Another part, you can clearly see a boosters category in the menu, which we presume will be for paid boosters in order to progress through Doom Eternal Battle Pass quicker. I think this is a huge mistake. Bethesda has been dropping the ball so much, and the fact that it's still there, they're most likely going to try to take it out depending how much backlash it gets. But at the same time, it's like, wow, this is going to be very, very bad once it comes out. A lot of people hate that. It's broken down games. There's so many games out there, so many companies that have tried to do all these things just to get that extra buck because they want that money. There's nothing wrong with making money, but when you start implementing in games that don't actually need it, that's when it starts hurting you financially. And I think this is going to hurt them a lot. I think it's going to affect them in a great deal because, I don't know, I think a lot of people are actually going to try to take a stand against this along other games and just say, you know what, this is not for me, this is not something that I want to do. I don't want to be involved in this game if they're going to have this. And especially if it's multiplayer. I don't know, I think other games have been multiplayer. I'm not really quite sure. But yeah, I don't think it's going to be great for them. I think this is going to affect them in a bad way. And yeah, I just see them kind of going downhill from here on out. They've delayed a lot of games. Bethesda is just kind of like going in a downward spiral. And they've really tarnished their name. So I wouldn't be surprised if no one really purchased this game. I'm sure some will, but probably not to the extent of that other people would expect. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching Gaming News. If you actually watched this whole thing or if you just skipped here, make sure to leave a like and make sure to subscribe. More videos down there. And yeah, subscribe and visit Patreon if you want to help out with this channel and all that good stuff. But until then, I will see you guys on another episode of Gaming News. And until then, keep on gaming.